who are tuning in by way of YouTube as well. Welcome to the Leadership TKO show. Glad to have you all here. A show that goes live Monday and Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time as a live stream on Facebook. But we upload and make sure this content is available here on the YouTube channel as well. And so what I want to do is just do a brief introduction for those of you who may be new to the stream on Facebook, or better yet, on YouTube. So my name is Dr. Lakeisha McKnight. Some people call me Dr. Cousin simply because a biological cousin of mine began to call me that. And I think it's appropriate because I like to make sure that everyone who listens into the stream, the podcast, I want to make sure that you have this at-home feeling. Like once we connect and you tune into this podcast, this live stream, we are family. Okay. And so as family does, let's go ahead and make sure you tag people in the comment section, share the stream out. Let's show some love to the stream as well. Show some love to the video for those of you who are on YouTube. And again, I welcome you all here. As you can see in the picture there, I am married, been married for over 18 years to Army veteran Keith McKnight. We homeschool our two children, Lacey and Omari. We're full-time network marketers and wealth building coaches. We believe in the importance of leaving an inheritance for our children and our children's children. How many of you believe in that? Go ahead and tell me. Let me know if you believe the importance of leaving an inheritance. I see Tasha Valentine is tuning in from Hopewell, VA. We got Samuel Rayner Jr. He's tuning in from California. Welcome to all of you who are tuning in. I'm so happy to be here, to be alive. Let me just say that, because some people didn't make it. Some people didn't make it, but we made it. Y'all ought to just send out a big thank you, Jesus. For those of you who are kingdom ambassadors, just go ahead and tell God thank you. I don't mind. You know, he gave me the idea for Leadership TKO. It all belongs to him anyway. So y'all go ahead and just tell God thank you for yet another day. Thank you for another moment. Thank you for allowing you to be able to see and be a part of TKO one more time. And so I'm just excited. I'm extremely grateful. And what I want to take a moment to do as well is just send a big invitation out to a few of my business colleagues, fellow champions. I want to invite them to tune into the show. So I'm going to type in join me now on Facebook as I am live. I'm just going to send out this quick message to invite them on to join in. All right. And so for those of you who are live with me, thank you. If you're tuning into the replay, go ahead in the chat and just put hashtag replay. Okay. So if you're watching or tuning into the replay, type in hashtag replay. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with tonight's conversation. We're going to have a conversation about a blueprint for success. Anybody want to succeed in the profession of network marketing? Type in the word success for me in the chat. If you want to succeed, okay, if you want to succeed in network marketing in this profession, type in the word success in the chat. And I appreciate it, Tasha. Thank you for sharing this out as well. It's a Monday. People are busy getting their week started, getting their week laid out. Some people are just busy. All right. But I know many of you may catch the replay. So we're going to talk about strategic planning in network marketing. I believe that if you don't plan to succeed, you're going to plan to fail by default. I strongly believe that if you don't plan, you're planning to fail, period. It doesn't matter what profession, doesn't matter what career you're a part of. I believe that planning is indeed essential. So what we're going to be addressing tonight is I'm going to help you understand the importance of strategic planning in network marketing. Like, what does strategic planning have to do with network marketing? It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with it. And so we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to help you to learn how to set achievable long-term goals. Achievable long-term goals. I'm going to show you the importance of getting that done. Okay, the importance of getting that done. And then also we're going to explore tools and methods for effective business planning. Once again, we're going to go over a few tools, I'm going to show you a few methods for effective business planning. Once again, I want you to succeed. I want all of us to be able to succeed. And so we got a plan. Hello, Vivian Clark. Welcome to TKO tonight. So we're going to talk about a few of these tools. So hopefully you are indeed ready. Anybody ready? I need all hands on deck. Type in ready if you're ready to proceed and dive into this conversation tonight. Type in the word ready. I got to know that you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hello, Abundant Grace Faith Church. It's a church tuning in tonight. Good evening to you and welcome. Good evening, Dr. Patricia Goodman. I know she's out there. She's right in my backyard, VA, all day, right? Virginia. And so again, welcome if you're ready. Listen, question as we're about to dive in. Why plan for long-term success? Why? Why should we plan for long-term success? Why should we do that? Anybody have any idea? For those of you who are tuning in live with me, why should we plan for long-term success? What are your thoughts about why we should plan for long-term success? What are your thoughts about that? I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. I love interaction. And so I need to know, I need to see what your thoughts are. Why should we plan for long-term success? Come on and type some responses in. What do you think? Okay, gotcha. Pamela Dixon. That's who it was. That's right. Understand. So look, why should we plan? Well, as you can see here on the screen, strategic planning is crucial because it provides a roadmap. It provides a roadmap for your business. It helps you sustain growth beyond the initial burst of success. Because we already know everything has a honeymoon period, right? When you first get started with a new business, when you first start dating that special someone, it's like that little honeymoon period, right? But then that gradually goes away. So how do we sustain the growth? How do we sustain the relationship? How do we sustain the business beyond just the honeymoon period? Because we know that the honey and the moon, the honey is going to be leaving the moon after a while. So how do we sustain ourselves beyond? Okay. How do we sustain ourselves beyond that period? And so you got to have a roadmap. And see, with the roadmap, it helps you to sustain growth beyond that burst of success. It helps you to anticipate and overcome potential challenges. Because we know that when you're building something great, whether it's kingdom directly related or if it's just to enhance somebody's life, challenges are going to come. I think about that song that believers sometimes sing, Giants. Anybody know that song, Giants? Giants, they die. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Giants, they're going to come. Challenges are going to arise, but they're going to come down, right? They're not going to thrive. We're going to overcome the challenges. And so when I think about this, I think about the fact that we have to have this roadmap that's going to help us with the challenges and align your daily actions. Get this. You need to align your daily actions with your ultimate business objectives. So get that roadmap, write that down on some paper. For those of you who like taking notes because you know that you need to go back to it and begin to implement because that's how you see success. I like the fact that you all attend these TKO streams, but I need you to write notes down and definitely implement so that you can see movement, you can see growth in what you're doing as a professional network marketer, right? So that's just a couple things, as to why you should plan for success. But let's just talk about setting long-term goals, though. It's okay to talk about goal setting. It doesn't matter what month of the year it may be. You got to set some goals. You want to succeed. If you want to succeed in network marketing, set long-term goals. Because defining clear, actionable, and ambitious goals is essential in network marketing. It's essential. So how do you do it? You want to start by making your goals, here we go, number one, specific. Make your goals specific. Number two, measurable. Can you measure it? Do you have a number within that goal? Can it be measured? Can you assess if you reach the goal or not? If it doesn't have a number attached to it, like I want to recruit or sponsor 5 new people for the month of May or for the month of June. I can measure that because I can go back and see how many people joined me in the business that month. Okay? So the goal has to be specific. It has to be measurable. Okay. Number two, it has to be measurable. Number three, it has to be achievable. How are you going to go from 0 to 100,000? Is it okay? Is it achievable, kid? I know that all things, are possible with God. I get it, and I believe that as well. However, you want to do things in increments and steps so that you can definitely kind of pave the way for some true success. So is it achievable? And then also, number 4, is it relevant? Is it relevant to what, your overall vision in your life? Is you making, generating $10,000 a month, is it relevant to you carrying out your kingdom assignment? I'm going to say number 1, for those of you who are kingdom ambassadors, it absolutely is. Because you're going to need all the resources that you can have to carry it out, whatever it is that God has called you to do. All right. So is it relevant? And then lastly, time bound. Okay. When do you want to achieve, for example, $5,000 in consistent monthly income? Do you want to start doing it during, in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days? What does that look like? And again, how long? Again, this is long-term goals. You want to wait about 90 days to see, how well it goes during this 90-day run? Okay, so here's an example, everybody. Instead of just wanting to increase sales, a SMART goal would be to increase sales by 20% within the next 12 months. Here's the how part, by expanding the customer base through online marketing channels. So listen to this goal once again. To increase sales by 20%, here's a number, 20%, and that's feasible. When? In the next 12 months. How? By expanding the customer base through online marketing channels. You see, this is an example, right? This clarity and precision guide, it can guide your plannings. It can help your efforts towards your targets. And that's exactly what I'm trying to help you to see when it comes to goal setting, and especially in network marketing. So what are some tools that you all can use when it comes to setting goals? Because several tools can assist in your strategic planning. Here's a tool, SWOT analysis. SWOT, SWOT. Now, what does SWOT help you to identify? Okay, it's an acronym. It stands for, S stands for strengths. Strengths, that's what S stands for. The W stands for weaknesses. I like to call those challenges because you can overcome them. But in the acronym SWOT, it stands for, the W stands for weaknesses. So what are your weaknesses or your challenges right now? O stands for opportunities. What are some opportunities that are available to you? And then T stands for threats. Okay, threats. In other words, you're looking at your competitors, those around you. I know you know that you see others who are working and seeking to build the business as well. So in a positive sense, I want you to think about it in a positive sense. There are other people who are also seeking to build as well. And then here's the thing. A SWOT analysis does help provide you with a clear snapshot of your current situation. That's what a SWOT analysis provides. But how about this other tool here? It's called PESTLE, PESTLE analysis. Now, PESTLE, all right, it is an acronym as well, but it helps you to examine external factors that could impact your business. Okay, external factors that can impact your business. Now, let me tell you what each of the letters stand for in PESTLE. PESTLE stands for, the P is political. Political. E stands for economic. Economic. The S stands for social. The T stands for technological. In other words, technology. The L stands for legal. And the E stands for environmental. So let me go through those again. Political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. That's another type of tool. And so I'm encouraging you to do your due diligence. In other words, go look it up a little bit more and learn more about the PESTLE analysis. And then there's all other one. It's called the balanced scorecard. Balanced scorecard. Now, the balanced scorecard is a framework used to implement strategies effectively by aligning business activities to the vision and strategy to the strategy of the organization, improving internal and external communications. That's what it does. It helps to improve internal and external communications. So you have all of these tools here, the SWOT analysis, the PESTLE analysis, you got the balance scoreboard. All of these are great tools that you can look into to help you guide and establish your network marketing strategy. Now, let's talk a bit about developing a marketing strategy, though. Okay, a marketing strategy, because you can enroll in a business opportunity, but if you don't know how to promote or market it, no one is going to know that you're in business. No one at all. Anybody agree with me on that? Type in I agree. If you don't have a marketing strategy or a great way to promote the business, how many of you agree that you just need it? It's absolutely necessary. Okay, absolutely necessary. Okay. And just to let you know, Dr. Pat, I know you was writing them down. I see you put down the letters for SMART. The T stands for time bound, by the way. The T in SMART stands for time bound. Okay, time bound. All right, but yes, you do need a marketing strategy for sure. All right, you need a marketing strategy. So identify, here's what I need you to do. Identify who your ideal customers are. Who are they? Who is your ideal partners? People that you want to be in business with, people who you like to bring, you like to introduce your product to. Okay. For example, if you're connected to a company and they're offering precious metals, gold and silver, right? Who will be your ideal customer? Think about that. Someone who has a desire to protect their wealth. They have wealth, number one, and they want to protect it, number two. Okay. It could be male or female. It may be those people who are like maybe in their 30s, between their 30s and their 60s, who want to protect their wealth. I'm just giving you an example of ideal partners, or I should say ideal customers. Those are those type of people. Now, an ideal partner, someone who's going to build the business, will be someone, maybe they want passive income. Maybe they want to exit their job, their 9 to 5. Maybe they need another source of income. Okay. Because there's some people they're in business already, but they just want another source of income, right? Okay. So those are just, things to think about when it comes to your ideal partner or your ideal customer. But you do need to identify who they are, determine the best channels to reach them, whether it's through social media. I'm going to tell you guys something. I think you all heard this before, me talk about this, that maybe I want to say about 98% of the people that I brought on board, and I did sponsor well over 900 people during my involvement in network marketing directly with me. And so the people who I normally bring on board, I connected with them through Facebook. My ideal customer, my ideal partner are people who are not necessarily, they may not be on TikTok, they may predominantly be on Facebook, but I do believe I may come across some people. There have been people who've inboxed me on TikTok and said, hey, I got about $100 a month. What can I do with that? So people have come directly to me and asked questions. Okay. But again, they can come through social media. The best channels to reach people, your ideal customers or partners could be social media, could be email or direct sales. You can also develop messages that clearly communicate the benefits of your products tailored to your audience. So for example, you all probably hear me talk about some of the things that I offer even during the TKO show. You'll notice that. And it's because I know the people who want to build wealth, people who want to establish more streams of income, they tune in to Leadership TKO. So you want to craft messages that resonates with your audience, that speaks to them and what they want. So look, when you're involved with network marketing, it's also important, especially when you're marketing overall. Now, you might not need a whole lot of money, but if you exhausted your warm market, people that you are directly connected to, then you need to enhance your marketing. You do need to kind of go beyond the circle that you are a part of. And so to do that, you might need a little bit of extra finances, a little bit of extra money to be able to do that. And you may want to create a budget. And I'm really cautious about that word budget, because when you think about the word budget, I think about middle class people who are just, and as a kingdom ambassador, I'm always thinking abundance. But here's a better way to say this. The best way to say it is set aside funds to be able to market what you do. Okay. I know people easily understand budget, and that's the reason why I put this on the screen. But I'm just thinking about funds. Set aside funds to the side. I don't know how much you want to designate, but set aside a specific amount of money to help you reach your market. Okay. And you might need it for operational costs. Like if your business requires a monthly fee, you're going to have to set aside some funds for that. And then you need to project your income based on realistic sales targets. So how much money are you expecting to generate? If you don't have that in mind, then you don't have a target. How do you know what you're going to be reaching? And here's the thing, you should have a target in mind, even if you're trusting God along the way. Well, if you're presenting God with a number that you would like, that's great. But if not, it's just kind of like whatever happens, happens. Okay. And so being able to have a plan, a financial plan, some goals, is great, because when you start generating this income, you can actually reinvest in your business, and it helps to ensure you can withstand the ups and downs of what happens in the industry. Okay. And so we got to talk about training, building yourself up, personal growth. We got to talk about it, because sowing into your own growth, training, development for you and your team is very, very important. And so you want to look and be intentional about training. Okay. And that's why, with Leadership TKO, listen, with our TKO community, we're going to be offering quite a few trainings relatively soon. So you want to make sure you're a part of the TKO community. And if you want to join the TKO community and get some enhanced training, is the training always going to be free? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. But there are going to be some moments where it is free training. So if you would like to be a part of TKO, maybe I overlooked your request. Type in the letters TKO in the chat, and we'll make sure you get the link for the TKO Champions community that is located on Telegram. Okay, so we'll make sure you get that link and you're able to join the Leadership TKO community located on Telegram. But you also want to offer regular skill building workshops or programs for your team to foster a supportive and knowledgeable network, or connect them to some training that's already available. Even if you can't or you don't want to develop the training, maybe training is already established through the company. They have a training portal. Connect them to the training system. Connect them to the training portal. Okay? You want to help them grow, because the thing is, your business is comprised of people. People build the business. So if you equip your team members, then your business can grow. And always be in this mode. I encourage you all to be in this mode of monitoring what's going on and adapting to changes. Monitor what's going on and adapt to the changes that you see, because change is inevitable. Change is going to happen. Okay, that's the one thing that is consistent, and that's change. And so I'm going to encourage you to set up a system to monitor your progress. Okay, set up a system to monitor your progress. And there are some key performance indicators that you can look for. Okay, some people call them KPIs, and it's relevant to your goals. And so be prepared to adapt your strategies based on the insights that you find, so that you can stay competitive and responsive to market demands. Okay, so adapt strategies. And so there are some people who are doing relatively well in this space, and I do want to protect their names. So I'm just going to make up some names. I'm going to call the first person Jane Doe, and I'm going to call the second person John Smith. You all know I like to protect people's identity, all right, because it's whether they want to reveal themselves or not is totally up to them. But let's talk about a real example of network marketers who've achieved long-term success through strategic planning. So the first one, I'm going to call her Jane Doe. Now, Jane Doe started, she started her network marketing business, and she focused on health products. So she was her industry was health. And so by creating a 5-year strategic plan that included expanding to online platforms and then also diversifying her product line, she was able to quadruple her initial revenue. And she built a sustainable business because she plugged people in, she showed people what all she had available. Okay. And she allowed people to make their own choice. She did. Okay. She let people know she was in business for sure. And so she expanded online. She was leveraging online platforms to truly grow her business. So that was Jane Doe. But let's talk about John for a minute. Let's switch over to John. Now, John, who strategically planned to penetrate new international markets. So he wasn't just focused on the USA. John was focused on other countries because he knew that, the sky was beyond the limit of the sky. Like, he can just really, really dominate. Okay, really dominate. And so he wanted to go international, not just focusing in on the USA. And so he tailored his approach to that, to reaching people beyond the USA. And so his strategic planning led to a 300% increase in his global customer base. So he had I don't know, what was it, 100 customers, and next thing you know, he grew it to 300. So it was super fast for him anyway, because he had a lot of things going on and he was able to 3x it. So it was huge, 300%. So these are just two examples of marketers who achieved long-term success because they were planning strategically. And we know if it happened for these two individuals, it can happen for you as well. So what are some common pitfalls we need to address? We don't want to act as if we don't know that challenges are out there, because they are. And so how do let's address what these are, some common pitfalls, and really how to avoid them. How do we avoid them? Now, one common pitfall is setting goals without a plan, without an actionable plan. Listen, if you all want to make $5,000 a month in your business or $10,000 a month in your business, you got to have a plan. What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4? We got a new month coming up. What are you planning to do during the first week, the second week, the third week? How are you planning to conclude or wrap up this month that we're in? So you got to have goals with an action plan. Now, here is what some people fail to do. They fail to ignore market trends. What's going on in the market? Okay. What is going on in the market? So if you're in the crypto space, you need to know what's going on. Okay. This was the year of Bitcoin halving. So were you stocking up on Bitcoin? Were you, accumulating it or not accumulating it to benefit from what was going on? And it's still not over because the impact has yet to be felt. So stay tuned. Okay. So those are just two examples of pitfalls that can arise, but avoid these. Avoid these by being realistic, by staying informed, and remaining flexible in your strategies. Okay. So failing to adjust plans when necessary is also a pitfall. You need to make the necessary adjustments as you see fit, because for some of you, you see that as obvious. You can't just stay, for example, your portfolio, if you're building wealth, do you really want your portfolio to be a part of one and be in one lane? Do you want to just have all real estate? Do you want to have all stocks? Do you want to have all bonds? Do you want to have just all crypto? What does your portfolio look like? Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I know that's a common pitfall that some people fall in, right? Because they don't have a diversified plan. So as we're wrapping this up, I want you to remember that the success of your network marketing business is greatly enhanced by strategic planning. Okay? Start applying these strategies today. Don't hesitate to reach out for more resources. And this is what we provide in the TKO Champions community in Telegram. Or, ask for help as you move forward. I'm sure there are other experts out there that you can ask questions of to further help you. So again, stay connected here with Leadership TKO with the live streams, because I'm quite sure more information is to come. And so many of you know, myself, my husband, many people who are connected to us, we believe in the power of building wealth and having multiple sources, because the word of God speaks on that. We believe in implementing and making sure we're building wealth and establishing income God's way. And so we believe in Ecclesiastes 11:2. If you don't know that scripture, definitely look it up. And that's why we formed the Wealth Inner Circle, which is a close-knit group within, right, Winner Circle. So we have the Winner Circle, which is a team of people that have been with me throughout the last couple of years building wealth, on and off. I'm just going to say that. But then we also have some consistent people who have been consistently building wealth with me. And so they are part of the Wealth Inner Circle. And so for those of you who you align your values with that, you believe the importance of doing business and building wealth God's way, and you want to learn, you want more legitimate sources of income, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. Feel free to type the letters WC in the chat below, and then I'll be in touch with you. Okay? Type in the letters WC. Now, here is a wealth solution. For those of you who want to build wealth, here is a project that's been around for over 8 years. And it's been proven itself to be very consistent. I've had many people over the last couple of days who acquired multiple, I want to say up to about 50 contracts, smart contracts. They are serious about building this wealth. And so congratulations to those of you who have obtained your smart contracts already, because this involves the ability to compound and grow your money. And so for those of you who want to learn about this, it doesn't require thousands and thousands of dollars, depending on what you want to do. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but these are sources that you can look into for yourself. And so if you want to learn about this resource here, this project, type in the number 100 in the chat. Some of you have the information already. All you got to do is go to your inbox on Facebook. Now, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this video, please know that you can easily go to the description area of the video for any of these sources that I am referencing. Here's another company that will help you to protect your wealth. So remember the example that I gave you today about getting precious metals? Well, I believe in the importance of doing that because I want to protect my wealth today, right? Today. And so hence, myself, my husband, we partnered up with this company here at Cost Metals. And so with precious metals like gold and silver, you're able to protect what you're working so hard for. Remember, real money is tangible. You can touch it. The fiat or the cash that we accumulate, please know that those are receipts for the real money that we ought to be accumulating. So if you would love to learn more about accumulating precious metals like gold and silver, type in the 2 words at cost, COST, at and then cost, COST. Type in those 2 words and I'll be in touch with you just to have a conversation with you about gold and silver and how you can start accumulating it for yourself. And then for those of you who believe in enhancing your lifestyle, there's a company out here that allows people to connect, to establish a membership where you can get product that will help you to further extend and help you to have a strong life here on earth. And that is Club Secret. It's been around for quite some time. All right. I'm a part of the club and many others are a part of the club. And so it also not only helps you save when it comes to health products, but you can save when it comes to other memberships. Like maybe you have a Sam's Club membership. You can get a discount on that through Club Secret. You can get a discount on going to the movies. You can get a discount on going to Disney World. You can get a discount on traveling to different countries around the world at a very minimum price. And so that's what we love and enjoy about Club Secret. So for those of you who want to learn about Club Secret, type in the word club in the chat and I will provide for you some more information to learn. Remember, for everything that I'm mentioning, there is training, there is resources available. I will be with you every step of the way. So you won't be left by yourself. We make sure that you're properly equipped and supported with all of these opportunities. And so this is just a little bit of information here about the Leadership TKO Champions Corner community. And this is the community I was sharing with you that's on Telegram. So for those of you who have yet to join, what are you waiting on? Listen, for those of you on Facebook, simply type in the letters TKO if you want to learn more about Champions Corner community on Telegram. I'll be more than happy to provide the link for you to join, share with you what the guidelines are, what the requirements are, some of the do nots that we have a part of the community. It's very important for you to know that as well. But you're more than welcome to join us a part of the community. So with that in mind, we've come to a conclusion. We are finished. Thank you so very much for tuning into the conversation today. This has been our amazing network marketing segment conversation. And I'm looking forward to coming back to speak with you all on Wednesday for wealth building. So until then, I'm going to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night and God bless.